Hello fellow Cardfighters, this is Bushiroads, feeling much better, and about to do a new video for you guys. Basically, right now, you know the standard formats which Cardfight Vanguard has, which is Clan Fight and Extreme Fight. Unfortunately, Extreme Fight is not supported at all by Bushiroad. There's no tournament setting for it, which I believe they should, because it would make more sense for people to want to play the older cards, and it gives them more reason to do reprints for the older cards. Next is of course, what they're going to be probably adding if they move outside of Japan, we have not heard word, but is regulation fight. G regulation fight is basically for any clan unit, you only can use that clan, of course. Next thing is you only can use that clan if it has the flag of a nation on it. So that means any units that were prior to the G series release, you will not be able to use unless it had a reprint. So reprints will be like Title Assault for Aquaforce since it'll have that clan symbol, so that means you can use the older copy of it as well. But anything else you will not be able to use, so that's going to be a little issue on it. Basically, is a way to getting you to buy more new cards. It's not a bad thing. I mean, Magic the Gathering has multiple different formats for them. They have standard, modern, legacy, and also a couple others I'm not remembering right now, but it is a way that keeps players invested to want to keep buying cards for the game and keep investing in their product. It's not a bad thing. Right now, Yu-Gi-Oh is doing the wrong thing with it by reprinting older cards and making them not the cards they used to be, instead of making new versions of the cards with weakened effects. So how this is going to affect, of course, here with Bushiroad and the rest of the world outside of Japan is when they start pushing this in, you will unfortunately not be able to go into a standard regulation tournament of teams or singles regionals with any cards that are pre-G series, and they're gonna probably keep that as any series moved on. So after G series gets done, whatever the next series of Cardfight Vanguard cards, they're gonna do the same thing with, which will not be a surprise. Now I'm hoping they won't do it because I kind of don't like the idea of it, but I'm exactly fine with it. I still buy cards regardless, no matter what. So I still buy newer cards because I like to make newer Royal Paladin deck builds. Buy newer cards, see if I can improve my older decks with it. That's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just don't like the fact that if they did that and they did a classic card fight setup, they won't support it. Is the problem. I would like them to support that format. But the problem is, if you're not supporting that format, how are you going to get players to play that format? You have to make new product regardless. But if you're not making new product to support older format or to keep those cards relevant, people want to play those cards, especially when they're fan favorite cards when they want to play them, it makes it a problem. Now, sharp tournaments, I doubt are going to keep it as a regulation because they're going to want players to play whatever decks they have made. They haven't, of course, allowed any mixed clans, so they're staying on the basic clan fight rulings. I doubt they're going to enforce the G regulation rulings, depending on the shops. So that will be, of course, your locals, up to them. You got to tell them how you feel about that. So I'm still gonna see how this comes out, and maybe they might start a series for the relay fight for team regionals, which makes me feel worried. I hope they don't do it because I don't like the idea of it myself, especially if you saw that video for that tournament. I mean, I will not team tournament, that quick little team match where the Angel Feathers just straight wrecked three other decks on its own, which was just swag perfect right there for Graviel. All right. But hopefully you guys tell me how you feel about it. Make sure you leave comments in the description below. Make sure you even mail Bushiroad if you need to by going to their main website and use their contact information for that. Till next time, this is Blaster MS signing out.